Hey everyone, Tina Marshall here, and I wanted to come in here and just talk to you a little bit about some of the tips and tricks that I use for grocery shopping. So we all know that we need to prepare ourselves weekly for our clean eating and to make sure that we get the most prepared for our week, because our weeks can get hectic, and next thing you know, you're grabbing pizza on the way home and you really didn't mean to, but the reason you did is you're not prepared. So I'm coming on here to share with you some tricks that I use to make sure that I'm prepared for the week. So first of all, I do my shopping on the weekends because I work a full-time job Monday through Friday like many of you do, and I'm super busy. When I was years ago, I was working full time and had a son who was in sports, and so so I fully get and understand the whole, oh, I'm busy and I didn't take anything out for dinner, and now I'm not prepared and I'm going through and getting pizza, or I'm going through and getting fast food. The truth of the matter that is that the amount of time it takes you and the money that you spend on fast food, you really could have prepared something at home in the same amount of time and probably for less money if you were prepared. So being prepared is key. So when I do my shopping, even back then and now especially, I always take an inventory of what do I have in my closet, or my closet, what do I have in my cupboards and what do I have in my refrigerator. I always make sure that I am stocked up on low sodium beans, like black beans, kidney beans, things that I can make soup and whatnot with. And I don't eat a lot of processed food, so I don't have a lot of stuff in my cupboards. Most of my stuff goes in the refrigerators, which means that I've got to shop with intention, and I have to do it weekly. So first of all, I take an inventory. What do I have in my refrigerator, in my cupboards, and I make my list. And I like to make my list. I like to categorize my groceries. I have this great form, which I'll pull up at that. You can see I have it separated into categories. I've got vegetables and fruits. I've got proteins and healthy fats and healthy carbs, and those are all divided out into the portions of food, the categories of food that you should be eating. So I make my list. I make sure that I have my great grocery bags. I make sure that I go to the store not on an empty stomach so that I'm starving and want to get deli food, which, I'm like everybody else. I fall into that trap sometimes too, but I try not to. And I hit the produce first. I open up 2 of my bags because I know I need lots of fruits and vegetables, and I fill up 2 of my grocery bags with fruits and vegetables. That's going to get me through the week. I want to make sure, and I buy fruit that is, this time of year it's hard, it's not always in season, but like things like I get cut up pineapple, I get raspberries and blueberries, and I get those so that I know that they're already cut up and portioned out. Really, all I've got to do is put them in another bowl and I'm good. Pineapple, I don't buy a whole pineapple because I have a tendency to let it sit there and not want to cut it because I don't want to cut it. I buy pineapple already cut up at the store for me, and believe me, we eat it, and I get it every week. I know it's good. Bananas, that kind of stuff. And then I hit the meat department. I get lean meats. I get I don't eat turkey bacon because it's just processed bacon. If I'm going to eat bacon, it's going to be real bacon, and I only eat a little bit of it. But turkey burger, chicken, fish, shrimp, those are all great protein staples that you can keep in your freezer. And then I hit down and I get the canned goods. Just a few. I'm not big on canned goods, but I do buy some things that make my life easier. Spaghetti sauce is one of those. Yes, I know I can make my own spaghetti sauce, but I don't really love to be in the kitchen and cook, so I'm going to make things simple for me. But I do buy the healthiest option I can. So I want low sodium and I want low sugar. Barbecue sauce, you can make your own, and I've shared recipes where you can make your own, but I just buy a jar of barbecue sauce. I get, again, low sugar. So I really focus on the less ingredients you can out of the less ingredients you can on anything is the less processed, and low sugar, low sodium. Then I hit the dairy, and we're big dairy people in our house, even though I know that we do use it sparingly, but my husband really loves cheese, and I could do without a lot of it. So I hit the dairy and almond milk and cottage cheese, non-fat Greek yogurt. Those are some of the great staples that I have in my house. And the frozen aisle for frozen fruit. I always have frozen blueberries in my freezer. First of all, they're great in my Shakeology, and they're also great just to put about a cup of blueberries with a little bit of almond milk, frozen blueberries with almond milk, and it's kind of like a nice little treat late at night for sweets. And yeah, frozen fruit, and then I will hit the eggs. We eat a lot of eggs, and then the hummus and a few dips, but mostly hummus and whole grain bread. I love bread. That's my downfall, but I've switched. I don't eat white processed bread. I only eat whole grain bread, or Ezekiel bread can be found in the freezer aisle. That's a better choice. They run about the same price for a good quality loaf of whole grain bread. So those are some of the tips that I can share with you about how I do my grocery shopping. Again, that's just my shopping portion. Then I come home, and this week I was able to save some money because last week I kind of overspent and I didn't really stick to my list. So I made sure I looked in my freezer. I had chicken, I had turkey burger. I'm like, why am I buying this every week when I already have it? So I saved some money. I made my list. This is not my list because I already did my shopping, but I categorized it, and I told myself that I was only buying what was on the list. So staying within my budget. I knew I spent enough last week, and we still had leftover groceries, and whether we ate it or didn't eat it, some of it we didn't eat and we really should have. So being mindful and really choosing to make a plan and stick to the plan. So good news is I went in and only came out with one thing that was not on my list. So I was super proud of myself. Even told the checkout lady, the cashier, she's, I know her personally, and she's on my Facebook, so she sees me and whatnot, and I said, hey, I stuck to my list, you'd be really proud of me. So we got a good giggle out of that. But so those are some tips that you can use to shop healthy. And again, I got a lot of vegetables. I'll be able to roast some vegetables. I have chicken. I'll be able to do either a crock pot of chicken and shred it up for salads, or put it in the oven and bake it. I got turkey burger for, tacos. Today we made a great taco bean soup with taco burger and beans and hominy and some taco seasoning, and it was really good. So, you can eat healthy on a budget. You just have to really be mindful and make a plan, stick to it. Anyway, so those are my tips for you today, and I will look forward to chatting with you again on some other tips for your grocery shopping and clean eating. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.